crap off or down or something. It looks like a really nice duvet set, right? Well, you'd be wrong because it's 3D printed. However, if you look at that right there, look, right? Do you see that where the indentation is, right? So you think that this was quilted, right? You'd be wrong. This was sold to me and I paid, I think it was like a total of like $136 from Cozzy Homes. Cozzy Homes sucks. They are, they misrepresent their items and they will try to defraud you, for lack of a better term. And they tried to do it with me, and I'm not about it. So I think knowledge is power, and I think it's important to share our experiences with other people if we can prevent them from having scars like ours, you know, let's do it. So I contacted the company immediately upon receiving it. It was actually, excuse me, it was in, let's see, it was in, well, no, I ordered it in February. And so anyways, what I received was it was a 3D printed thing, or just a cover, and I was frustrated because I'm going, that's not what I ordered. It's very clear with the photograph that it is quilted. It's intended to be, especially with that indentation. And I mean, I don't think that there's any other way to look at it. So I contacted them immediately, and let's see, I'm trying to find it so that I can read it, but I wanted to share it with everybody. I also, and I tried to rectify it immediately, and they tried to totally get one over and say that they would give me, I think it was like 10% of what I paid. I'm like, no, we're not doing that. No, you're gonna pay me full, what I paid. Don't even, no, we're not doing that. So here we go. Let's see. Let me find it so much. Let me find it so much, so much. Okay, here we go. Okay, so on Tuesday, March 10th, I wrote, Dear Cozzy Home Support Team, I'm writing to express my extreme dissatisfaction with my recent order number, yada yada. I received a poor quality print instead of the quilt I paid over $100 for. This is completely unacceptable. I demand either a full refund or the correct quilt be sent immediately. If this issue is not resolved promptly, I will escalate this matter to the Texas State Attorney General, who is required to investigate all complaints received by their office. Please address this immediately. Sincerely, me. By the way, I did contact the Texas State Attorney General, and I did file a claim with them, because you're not gonna dick me over and take my money and get away with it. So, or let's put it this way, like, I'm gonna make you work for it. So they responded, and they said, Hi, thank you for contacting us regarding the issue you've experienced. In order to assist you more effectively, we kindly request that you send us clear photographs of the items you received. So I did. Please ensure that the items are laid out flat and not inside the plastic bag, as this will allow us to properly assess any defects or damage. Yeah, it's called you misrepresented what you were sending. And just because you don't say, and they sent a follow-up email too, saying like, ooh, did you miss something? Like, we handcraft each quilt. It's like, well, that's fucking misrepresentation, dude. So I want everybody to know, and things, I'm coming for their payment processors, because that's what I've learned, is that that's the best way to address people, is to mess with their money, and they'll hear you. So I said, I've also attached a copy of the misleading listing online. I've flagged this with my financial institution, and that's what you should do. Always flag it with your financial institution. And I have reported it to the Consumer Fraud Protection Unit of the Texas State Attorney General. I was able to find a secondary number and spoke with a customer service associate who advised I may receive 95% of my refund. If I receive anything less than the amount I paid, I will make it my life's mission to make sure payment processors will never do business with your company again. No one would pay $138.53 for this garbage. And I sent them pictures. And they said, but dude, when you pay money, I'm like, I mean, when you pay money for something, like, and people try to dick you over, like, you're not, like, I mean, you can sit on the rack and eat it too, but I'm not going to. Okay, if people are going to try, if I think that if it appears as though I'm buying a quilted duvet, it better be a quilted duvet. And the fact is that they have gotten away with this because I looked at other ratings where other people have gotten screwed over by them, and I'm not going to be it. So they wrote, "Hi, thank you for reaching out to us. We're sorry to hear that the product did not fully meet your expectations." Bullshit. Per our policy, we're able to offer refunds or replacements only when an item is damaged, defective, or wrongfully styled, designed as sent. As the situation relates to product expectations rather than a defect or wrong item, we're not able to accept a return for a full refund. That said, we do want to help make this right. As a gesture, we can offer a 20% refund on your order. Please let us know if you'd like to proceed with this option, and we'll process it promptly to your original payment method. Thank you for your understanding, and we're here if you have any questions. And okay, let's see. So I wrote, "Dear Cozzy Homes support team, I'm right." Let's see. Oh, wrong way, buddies. But this is more of to let other people know, consumers, because I think it's just like, I mean, I guess my mom being part Chinese, like, shame is important. So I'm from Texas, and it's important to tell other people so that they can deal with the situation in a way that's helpful. So that's what I'm doing. So I wrote, I'm trying to find it. And I said, "I'm sending this to Bank of America and Texas Attorney General. This isn't about expectation. It's very clear that it looks quilted. It looks like a quilted item in the photos. When I received it, it's not quilted." And they wrote back and they said, "We understand how frustrating it might be to receive an item that does not meet your expectations, especially when it differs from what was advertised. Our products are printed on demand and use a 3D visual mock-up for display purposes, which can sometimes lead to slight differences in appearance. However, I do acknowledge your concerns about the item being significantly different from what was described. While our policy allows for us to offer refunds in cases like this, as these items are custom made, we are unfortunately unable to issue a full refund. That said, as a gesture of goodwill and in line with our customer service policy, we would like to offer you a 40% refund." Oh, how gracious they are. No. And I just went, "No, no, no. I'm sending this to Texas Bank of America and Texas Attorney General." And I did. I said, "This is misleading and fraudulent. Give me my money back." And they said, "Per our policy, we're able to offer refunds or replacements only when an item is damaged, defective, or wrongful in style that was sent." And I'm just like, stop it. Like, they are gaslighting me, and I'm not about it. I said, and I wrote that I was able to find, okay, secondary number. Told them that. And then I wrote to them, I said, no, I mean, I came for them. I said, "The item is materially," and this is what you need to say if you ever order from these fuckers. "The item is the item materially differs from the listing, quilted versus printed. That is misrepresentation, not expectations. Your policy does not override consumer protection or card network rules. Visa and MasterCard both allow chargebacks for item not as described." So, and I wrote back and I said, "The issue is not a matter of expectations. The product listing clearly depicts a quilted duvet cover with stitched texture, while the item I received is a flat printed fabric design to imitate quilting. Those are materially different products. Using a mock-up that visually represents quilting when the actual item is only printed is misleading advertising, especially when you fail to disclose that it is printed on fabric with the intentional visual trick to make it appear as a quilt when it's not an actual quilt. Because the product received does not match the advertised description, this qualifies as item is not described. I am requesting a full refund to my original payment method. I'm willing to return the item if you provide a prepaid label. If a full refund is not issued, I will proceed with my dispute through Bank of America," which I did and I won, "and will include this correspondence and the product listing images as evidence that the item received materially differs from the advertised product. Please confirm within 48 hours. And then they just basically said, "Fuck off, like, we're not going to do it." And I was like, "Okay, cool. Well, like, we can just keep jamming like this." They said 40% partial refund is the maximum compensation. I'm just like, no, we're not doing that. It's not, and for them to keep reframing that it was my expectation was bullshit. Like, that's not fair. And so, yeah, well, guess what? And guess what? Haha, it must suck to suck, because guess what? I reported them to the Texas State Attorney General, Consumer Protection. I initially, Bank of America did deny it, and I called them back, and I called them and I said, "You need to re-review this. This is materially different from the listing, and this is a misrepresentation, and it's against card network rules." So I'm contacting Stripe. I am contacting all of their, all the payment processors. And the thing is, I found one of their former payment processors, like, they no longer do business with them for this exact reason. So it's important, again, for people, or I mean, I find it to be like, if I have a good or a bad experience, I want to share it with others so that they can either um, appreciate that thing or appreciate a good experience more, or avoid the pothole that I walked into. So I absolutely, I want to let everybody know that Cozzy Homes sucks, and they are a fraudulent company. I mean, I went as far as finding their registered agent and the company that they, or the state in which um, they are, what's the word I'm looking for? That they are organized, and because it's I wasn't going to pay $135, and maybe that's chump change to other people. It's not to me. And it was really cute, and it was going to go really well with my room, and I was really excited about it, and so I was really bummed. And so now, like, I've got like some garbage 3D printed stuff that I'm about to, and I'm going to show you. I mean, but it's massively different from what it looks like on the site. I mean, and then the thing is that they had the balls to send me an email, a follow up saying like, did you leave something in your cart? Like, think you might want to see this again. And it says, we've noticed you were browsing. We understand that choosing the perfect quilt or home accessory is a big decision, and we want to make sure it's as easy as possible for you. Let's see, blah, blah, blah. In case, blah, 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 they say, we handcraft each quilt with care, using only the finest materials to ensure it brings warmth, comfort, and style to your home. Yeah, well, guess what? That's a misrepresentation. So this is what they said that they were sending me. Lies. Okay. Now see, look at that. Do you see the indentation right there? Boom. Right there. So right there, you can see that there's that crease. Okay. That suggests that it's a quilted item. Not that this is fabricated to look that way. Okay. I mean, this is quilted. And they're trying to say that this is 3D printed so that it's not. No, I'm not doing that. So I've got it downstairs. I need to go wash it though, is the thing that I'm working on. So I'm gonna go wash it. But yeah, I'm just putting this out there because I think Cozzy Homes, they are fraudsters. And if the Texas State Attorney General doesn't do something about it, then like fine, they don't have to. But I'm gonna let everybody else know how to deal with these fuckers. And if Bank of America isn't gonna deal with them, then fuck them too. So I'm gonna tell you how to deal with it as a consumer. Don't get dicked over like I did. Don't get dicked over like I did so much. Don't get dicked over like I did. I'll be right back. No, hold on, I'll be back. Chill. This is what they sent me. So yeah, no, I'm not happy. But that's okay. I mean, I am happy because I got my money back, but these garbage human beings tried to dick me over and they didn't get away with it so much. And then this is what they sent me. So hold on, let me get it. Let me get it out. Lasers. Duvet cover my butthole. I mean, that would be $135 for a fucking duvet cover that's like, it's, what do you call it here? It's quilts. It's 3D printed. Like, go shove off. So that's what they sent me. And they said, it was like, well, it looks quilted. I don't care if it looks quilted. What the fuck is this thing doing? It's being dumb. So, there. So, and they're trying to say because it appears that way, then that's what they're trying to do. Yeah, well. So anyways, yeah, there we go. But now, so anyways, I mean, I won the claim and I keep this thing, and not that I really care about it because I was really stoked about it being quilted, and it's not. That's the part that mattered, and it absolutely affects the quality. So anyways, I just want to like give that to guidance to anybody who looks up Cozzy Homes, because again, I'm a big believer in red flagging people and things that bring bad experiences, especially, so that you can help other people avoid the potholes. And I hope that this does help somebody avoid a pothole, because I know that I didn't take kindly to it, and I wish that I had known what to do, but there weren't any guides online. So this is how you go about it. But make sure you say it's a material misrepresentation, and your bank will generally deny it because they're like every insurance company and everything, they'll deny the first initially. So so ask for a re-review, and take good pictures, and just don't take no for a reason, or don't take no for just don't accept it, and report them to your state attorney general. They are required to review any issues with fraud or deceptive practices. So that's all. Like, I don't know, I hope this was helpful. And if it wasn't, then like, hope you find something that is, but otherwise, um, I'm not sorry because I didn't do anything wrong. So anyways, okay, take care, bye.